channel C4Carbon. In this video, we will be discussing about a simple trick in order to find out the hybridization of any given molecule. For that, we just need to remember a simple equation, that is half into V plus M plus or minus C. In this equation, V denotes number of valence electrons on central atom, M denotes the number of monovalent atoms attached to this central atom, and C is the charge on the molecule. If the molecule has a plus charge like plus 2, we have to subtract this 2 from this equation, that is equation will become minus, that is like minus 2. And if we have a minus 2 charge on the molecule, we have to add this 2 to this. Like this we have to do the calculation. It will be more clear when we take the examples. Now let us keep it like this, V plus M plus or minus C. We know that V is a number, M is a number, C is also a number, and if we do this operation we will finally get a number. And if the number is 2, the hybridization is sp. If we get number as 3, the hybridization is sp2. If we get 4, the hybridization is sp3. If we get 5, the hybridization is sp3d. If we get 6, the hybridization is sp3d2. And if we get 7 as the answer, the hybridization will be sp3d3. Now we can go directly to examples. The first example we are going to take is BeF2. This example, half into, let us apply the terms, that is V, number of valence electrons on central atom. Here beryllium is the central atom, beryllium is a second group element, so the number of valence electrons on beryllium, that is V, is 2, plus number of monovalent atoms attached to this beryllium. We can see that 2 fluorine atoms are attached. Fluorine is a monovalent atom, so we can put 2 for M, plus there is no charge on this molecule, so the C part will be 0. Then the final answer will be 2. 4 by 2 is equal to 2. If we get 2, the hybridization is sp. So the final the hybridization we found out is sp, that is BeF2 is sp hybridized. Then let's go to the next example. The next example we are taking is BeF3. There is boron trifluoride. Let's apply the equation, half into, boron is a 13th group element, so the number of valence electrons on boron is 13 minus 10 is equal to 3, plus number of monovalent atoms attached, 3 fluorine atoms are attached, so here we can put the 3. There is no charge, so plus 0. The final answer will be 3. If the answer is 3, the hybridization is sp2. So sp2 is the hybridization of boron in BeF3. Then we are going to find out the hybridization of in H2O. Here half into, oxygen is the central atom. Oxygen belongs to the 16th group, so 16 minus 10, there will be 6 valence electrons for oxygen, plus number of monovalent atoms attached. Hydrogen is a monovalent atom, so we can put 2. There is no charge, so plus 0. You will get 8 by 2 is equal to 4, and the answer is 4. The hybridization is sp3. Now let us move to examples involving charge on the molecule. The first example we are going to look at is ammonium ion, that is NH4 plus. Here half into V, nitrogen is 15th group element, so 15 minus 10, 5 is the number of valence electrons on nitrogen, plus hydrogen is monovalent, so 4 monovalent atoms are attached to this nitrogen, so here M is 4. Then here the charge is plus 1, so we have to put minus 1 here, so we will get 9 minus 1 by 2, that is 8 by 2, that is 4, and the answer is 4. The hybridization is sp3. Now let's take another cation, that is CH3 plus. This is methyl cation, half into, carbon, number of valence electrons on carbon. Carbon is the central atom. So 4 plus 3. 3 hydrogen atoms are attached. Hydrogen is monovalent. So M is 3. There's a plus charge, plus 1 charge. So we have to put minus 1 here. Then we will get 6 by 2 equal to 3. So the hybridization is what? sp2. Now we are going to take examples involving negative charge on the molecule. The first example is carbonate ion CO3 2 minus. So here half into carbon, the number of valence electrons on carbon is 4 plus carbon is attached with the 3 oxygen atoms. We know that oxygen is a divalent atom. So there is no monovalent atom attached to the central atom carbon. So M will be 0 since there are no monovalent atoms. Then here's minus 2 charge. So we have to put plus 2 here. Then we will get 3. So the hybridization is sp2. The speciality of this example is that there is no monovalent atom. So M term will be 0. Everything else is the same. Then let's take another example involving negative charge. That is ClO4 minus. Here half into valence electrons on carbon. Sorry, chlorine atom 7 plus. There are no monovalent atoms because oxygen is divalent. So here also the M term will be 0. Here there is a minus 1 charge. So we have to put plus 1. So 7 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 4. If the answer is 4, the hybridization is sp3. Now we will be taking a few more examples like here. Now we are not taking examples involving charge. We are taking some famous examples like PCl5. In this molecule, half into phosphorus belongs to 15th group. So the number of valence electrons on phosphorus is 5 plus number of monovalent atoms attached. We can see that is 5. No charge. So the answer will be is 5. So the hybridization will be sp3d. Now the next example I am taking is SF6. Here half into sulfur is a 16th group element. So the number of valence electrons of sulfur atom is 6. 16 minus 10 is equal to 6 plus number of monovalent atoms attached. 6 fluorine atoms are there, so there is 6 plus no charge 0. The answer is 7. Sorry, 6. When the answer is 6, the hybridization is sp3d2. Now the last example we are going to consider is IF7. Here half into iodine is a halogen, so 17th group element. So the number of valence electrons on iodine is 7 plus number of monovalent atoms attached is 7 because 6 fluorine atoms are attached to iodine. There is no charge, so that part will be 0. No need to write that. The answer is 7. When is 7, then the hybridization is sp3d3. This is the simple method to find the hybridization of any given molecule. Hope all of you understand this topic. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.